For centuries, Atlantis was a myth, until explorers found energy readings no one could explain. A robotic probe drifts into the ruins, where symbols older than Egypt start to pulse once again. Then, deep within the structure, a pulse of energy ignites what they call the Lost Reactor. Ancient texts spoke of engineers who harnessed light as power, not through fire, but through vibration. This was not mythic magic, Pulthment. It was precision technology tuned to the planet's frequency itself. In the Golden Age, this core powered their cities, their weather, even their connection to the stars.
But power this vast came with a cost. One mistake turned paradise into the ocean's grave.
The reactor imploded, dragging an entire civilization beneath the waves, Goodint. Yet its energy never stopped pulsing.
Today, researchers detect identical frequencies beneath the Atlantic, exactly where Atlantis was said to be.
What if Atlantis never vanished, but became part of the planet itself, the Set? A reactor still alive beneath the sea.
Modern sonar imaging now reveals a pattern, a perfect ring formation 2 kilometers wide.
Computer models show this wasn't a natural ridge, Nad. It was engineered, with conduits pointing straight to Earth's magnetic nodes. A robotic drone dives deeper, entering tunnels that seem to breathe with light, like veins of a living machine.
Energy readings oscillate at 8 Hz, denahid, identical to the Earth's natural Schumann resonance.
Simulations reveal the reactor once harmonized with planetary frequencies Takunti, a clean, limitless source of energy. Even modern fusion experiments follow the same geometric principles once carved into Atlantean temples. An AI reconstruction maps these frequencies, and the result forms a perfect fractal of Earth's magnetic grid. When sound frequencies match the ancient pattern, crystal fragments react, as if awakening dormant energy. From Egypt to Peru, every ancient site aligns with this same harmonic network Fistris, the remnants of a global power grid. The reactor stirs once more, a heartbeat from a forgotten world echoing through the deep. Decrypting the glyphs reveals equations Tosi, not language, but precise mathematical resonance formulas.
To test the theory, scientists replicate the Atlantean formula using harmonic plasma waves.
The pulse generator activates. For the first time in 12,000 years, the ocean hums again.
Sensors detect a pulse returning from deep below, as if something ancient was answering back.
The seabed begins to tremble, dormant circuits awakening under thousands of years of silence.
Data overlays reveal a resonance pattern stretching from the Atlantic to the Himalayas.
Even at the surface, instruments go wild. Compasses spin as the sea lights up from below.
A surge builds deep inside the structure, energy once again flowing through the veins of Atlantis. The pulse stabilizes, perfectly synchronized with Earth's own heartbeat. Then silence returns, but something beneath still breathes, as if the reactor has reawakened. Every ancient site seems linked by geometry, each one echoing the same Atlantean pattern. It forms what ancient texts called the breath of Gaia, a living network once fueled by the Atlantean core.
Civilizations separated by oceans carved identical symbols, keys to energy, not worship.
In Atlantis, energy was symphonic, each device tuned to Earth's resonance like instruments in a cosmic orchestra. Quantum researchers now confirm matter vibrates. Perhaps the ancients already knew how to harness that rhythm. When reconstructed digitally, the reactor behaves like a planetary amplifier, redirecting natural energy flow.
Tests show similar frequencies alter weather, proof that Atlantean energy may have shaped the skies themselves.
Fragments of forgotten texts reveal the Atlanteans feared one thing: the reactor losing balance with the Earth's heart. What if their reactor wasn't just terrestrial, but part of a cosmic network still pulsing between stars. The more we learn, the deeper the mystery grows. Atlantis may not be lost, just waiting to be understood. An international team gathers above the Atlantic, ready to test the theory that could rewrite human history.
At precisely 03 versus 33 UTC, the resonance array begins its activation sequence.
Sensors confirm it. The reactor is responding, matching every harmonic frequency sent from the surface.
But within seconds, Earth's magnetic field begins to twist, something it hasn't done in millennia.
Tidal pressure spikes beyond all recorded limits. The ocean begins to churn as if alive.
The core fractures, energy no longer harmonized, but screaming through the ocean like thunder.
Above, the sea turns into chaos, storms forming from nothing, drawn by ancient power reborn.
The system reached its limit. Streams of data blurred together, overwhelming every display in the room. Then, silence. Every instrument goes dark, yet deep below, something faint still glows. Across the cosmos, a signal echoes, the same frequency once used to awaken the Lost Reactor.
As the storm fades, the sea glows in silence. Something beneath has changed forever.
Satellite scans capture waves of electromagnetic distortion radiating across continents.
Across the globe, power grids flicker, resonating with a rhythm no one can explain.
In Egypt, ancient carvings begin to shimmer, as if relinked to the same awakening force.
High in the Andes, stones vibrate in unison, frequencies identical to those beneath the Atlantic. Marine life reacts strangely, patterns emerging as if guided by invisible harmonics.
Even human brainwaves begin to sync, the same 8 hertz that once powered the Atlantean reactor.
Around the world, people describe the same feeling, a subtle vibration, like the Earth breathing again. Archived symbols align, forming one image. The reactor was never a weapon, but Earth's own stabilizer.
Atlantis wasn't destroyed. It merged with the planet itself, still regulating the flow of life below.
When decoded, the Atlantean inscriptions reveal not commands, but warnings.
Streams of energy intertwined, creating patterns that echoed harmony between motion and light.
Perhaps the reactor was more than a machine. It was a mirror for humanity's balance with creation. Simulations suggest the reactor stabilized Earth's magnetic field, an ancient act of planetary stewardship.
Atlantis thrived not through dominance, but harmony. They powered cities with alignment, not extraction.
Encoded in their data lies geometry identical to sacred mandalas, evidence that energy and consciousness intertwine.
When sound and water meet, the same geometry emerges, the signature of the reactor's pulse. Scientists and mystics begin to agree. The Atlanteans may have built the first conscious machine.
Perhaps the planet itself is conscious, and the reactor was built to keep that awareness alive.
What they left behind wasn't destruction, but a reminder. Balance is the true source of power.
Inspired by the Atlantean design, modern engineers attempt to rebuild the resonance core.
They calibrate frequencies to mirror the Earth's heartbeat, the same rhythm found beneath Atlantis.
At ignition, the resonance hum returns, the same vibration last heard 12 millennia ago. Satellites around the world synchronize. Earth begins to vibrate in harmonic unity once more.
Human subjects exposed to the frequency experience calm, heart rate syncing with planetary rhythm.
Suddenly, global wind patterns shift. Storms calm. Nature itself seems to remember its original rhythm.
For the first time, humanity witnesses harmony not as theory, but as energy made visible.
From deserts to cities, people pause, feeling a presence beyond understanding yet deeply familiar.
Even artificial intelligence begins to resonate, its data harmonizing with the planet's pulse. The ocean hums once more, not as chaos, but as memory. Across the world, the skies shimmer. Humanity breathes in rhythm with the Earth once more.
No one calls it Atlantis anymore. They call it the Heartline, a pulse that never truly stopped.
Energy flows outward, an ancient signal reaching across the void, as if answering a cosmic call.
Maybe the true legacy of Atlantis was never their power.
Nature begins to heal, not from science alone, but through remembrance of balance.
Awareness spreads. A quiet knowing returns, the same truth the ancients once lived by.
Technology and nature merge, their rhythms no longer competing, but composing one song. The pattern appears again, in the stars, in the sea, in us. And in the deep, silence hums, a memory of light, a promise kept through time. The sea remembers, and so must we. Subscribe and uncover the next mystery beneath the waves.